What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast, your premier podcast, talking sports with the average guy. My name is Anthony. This is my main man, Kenny. And this is your premier spot to catch sports and sports takes from the average guy. You know, we drop every Monday on all podcast platforms. I mean all. When I say all, we on Google, Amazon. Anywhere you get your podcast from, look up IDK Sports Podcast, and we're there. Also, we drop on YouTube every Monday at 5 p.m. So all you got to do to check in with us, you know what I'm saying? Like D-Lo, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a boss?
You got to get in with us.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get in.
Got to get in with us.
And how you get in? By hitting the button. Hit the follow button, subscribe button, share button, like button. So, any button that's on the screen, hit
the damn button.
Just hit the button and tap it. You know what I'm saying? We got great things coming because next week we will be live. We'll be live during the Women's Sweet 16 tournament. NCAA Women's Sweet 16 tournament, talking sports, talking women's sports, because it's like that.
Women's sports is like there, and it's stuck there.
Yeah, man, it's like that. So we'll be there, have some guests with us, come in the chat with us, hang out with us for a little while, you know what I'm saying, and have a good time with us on the IDK Sports Live, our first live podcast since start, so you don't want to miss that.
Got some motion going. Yeah, y'all really need to get in with us. We got some motion going.
And the only way you can see it if you just do what?
Hit the damn button.
Just hit the button. Going in quickly though.
We got, bro.
We got, you know what I'm saying? Justin Fields going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We
starting hot for sure.
We starting off the rip. Justin Fields, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now the last pod, when you told me breaking news that Kenny Pickett got traded,
right?
First thing I thought was like, oh, well, that puts them in the hunt for Justin Fields.
Yeah. I didn't put those together that fast. That was actually some good math when we was recording of it. Because I was just like, oh, yeah, you know, they got Russ coming in. Also, Kenny Pickett's on his way out. I didn't think Russ was there on a one-year deal, thinking, you know, ahead like the Steelers usually do.
Yeah.
Shouts out to good organizations. You know, that just left some room for the future as far as, you know, putting them building blocks in place. So,
and you got Russ, you got it for a steal. What you got up next year's 4th and 6th?
It's confirmed to be a next year's 6th, but if playtime, you know, it's kind of like some language in the contract that if Justin Fields hit a certain percentage of playtime,
unless Russell was hurt,
it will elevate to a 4.
Unless Russell's hurt. They already confirmed that he's not going to start the starting job.
Yeah.
He's going to sit behind Russ, which is smart.
Yeah.
So the Steelers that make themselves able to win now.
Yeah.
And they might have a future quarterback.
And you keep your picks. Yeah, you still go into this upcoming draft with a full slate of picks.
And you bolster that defense with a Patrick quarterback. This is why the Steelers are the Steelers and the Bears have been the Bears. No hate to Chicago. I'm saying my wife's from Chicago, but no hate. But you see why it's different. So, with that being said, what does it mean for me? I love it. You got Russell at a steal because the Broncos got to pay him,
and they still on the hook for that money. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like, just the dominoes falling.
Yeah.
Since. You know, that whole debacle in Denver.
Yeah.
Where Russ is like, you know, heading to, you still get your money. They guarantee money. They still on the hook for that. The Steelers only pick up, like, I think it's less than $5 million of that contract.
Yeah.
You have a home. You still on a prove-it deal. So your career isn't over by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? You can still go out in Pittsburgh and still bomb. You got a good roster of talent. Yep. You can still have a playoff push like they did last year. So you're still on a playoff team.
Yep.
You know, and you still got the room to add more talent coming into this next year's draft. Some young talent. So the locker room is still very much yours.
I mean, I think it's good. I mean, one thing that we talked about off air that you kind of did bring up was you would still draft a quarterback, which I didn't think about that at first. But bringing in a Spencer Rattler or Joe Milton.
Yeah.
So when it's time for Russell to pass that torch, you got options. You just don't hand it to Justin. You make him earn it, which I think me personally, I mean, it's been well documented. If people follow me on Instagram, I think Justin Fields is the next level talent. I told you before, at worst, he's Cam Newton. At best, he's a bigger Lamar Jackson. And when I say at worst Cam Newton, like, I'm talking about like that Carolina MVP run Cam Newton.
Yeah.
He's that dynamic enough to be that.
And just to add another factor onto it, you got familiarity in that locker room. So I think between Justin Fields and George Pickens' recruiting class, I think they may be like a year off as far as the recruiting class coming into Georgia, but they're still very familiar with each other. So here you have your wide receiver one and possibly a QB one already, you know, being familiar with each other.
Yeah.
So again, the path has been, has been paving for this to be a success, no matter where you go.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You bring some substance into that QB room. And I still, like I said, off air, maybe throwing a Joe Milton. That keeps that QB room competitive for years to come, no matter where you land. So, yeah, it
was good. It was good. They're having a really, really good off season. Really, really good off season, you know. So shout out to Pittsburgh, you know what I'm saying? Showing why, you know, they constantly win and some teams constantly lose. This is what it is. That's not even hate.
But again, you got Mike Tomlin and the boys, man. You know, you stay competitive no matter how, what type of ups and downs your roster goes through. You still put a competitive product on the field, and we said that at the end of last season.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying is that you always have a competitive product on the field, and there's no way to lose. And just imagine the reward of getting a starting caliber quarterback in a city like Pittsburgh with the grit that Justin Fields has and with the grit that city has. There's no way that city won't ride for him or get rally behind a quarterback like that with the ups and downs. And you only got him for a 6th-round pick.
I mean, can't say much more about it. That was just great dealings, and Chicago, good luck. We'll get some more free agency news, but I was saying I was out and about today, heard some things. I heard some takes. We're gonna spice it up, man. I didn't even tell Kenny about what I'm about to talk about. I think we're gonna get real reactions, real time. And so I'm going with the first one. Probably gonna make you mad, but it is what it is. I don't care today. I'm choosing violence. All right. Not that I agree with all these takes, but I can see the other side.
Okay.
I heard a couple people talk on, ESPN platforms, social media platforms. After this season, does Jalen Hurts drop out the top 10 quarterback list?
After this season?
Is he a top 10 quarterback? I mean, this past season, is Jalen Hurts still a top 10 quarterback right now in the NFL?
Top 10? Yes. And I can stand on that. Taken away from the fact that, we finished the year terribly last year, at the end of the day, you're looking at 11-16 and calling that a down year.
I mean, y'all be
okay.
Y'all be so bad.
The only stat that really matters when it comes to QBs is wins and losses. I don't really go for passing yardage, because for all that, Sam Howell led the league in passing yardage, and you give me grief all the time about Sam Howell. So I don't want to hear.
Okay, let's just say, I know I love a good list.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Let's say who he was already never better than, right?
For sure.
Patrick.
Okay.
Lamar.
For sure.
Josh.
Sure.
Joe.
Sure.
Herbert.
We talking about arm talent, or we talking about like
quarterback Herbert?
I haven't seen Jalen win some games.
Let me finish what I think he's not better than, right? This is what
yeah.
might get kind of crazy.
Okay, let's do it.
I don't think he's a better QB than Dak.
I agree with that, actually.
Oh shit! I thought you were going to say
I agree with that. Justin, Dak can play. Dak can play.
I was surprised.
No, and that's coming from a rival. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Eagles fan, so that's coming from a rival.
Okay.
So, but Dak can play. Now, he kind of got that Kirk Cousins syndrome, where when he gets on the big stage, I don't know what happens to the boy, but Dak can play.
Okay.
Dak can play. And you know how I feel about Dak.
Okay.
So
I won't add Aaron. The reason why I still top 10 is because Aaron didn't play.
Okay.
If Aaron played, I might have had him at 11.
Did we name 10?
This is where the hate come in. You gonna think it's hate?
Josh.
I think
Justin,
CJ is a better quarterback.
Stop it. Not enough time. Go ahead, Jordan Love. Not enough time. Brock Purdy. Not enough time.
Brock Purdy did 2 years.
Not enough time.
Just CJ and Jordan.
They can play. Again, when you said, so back to your original question about this time next year.
Forget my original question. Top 10 quarterback off of talent. Is he top 10?
See, you added a caveat off of talent. If that's the case, Zach Wilson got hella arm talent.
Off of talent that we've seen. No, everybody says Zach Wilson got arm talent. Don't kind of practice. He probably trashed there too. That's hate.
That's real hate. But Jalen can make the throws.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm saying top 15. I think like number 11 to 12.
That was top 10. And even if I added in the slider of yo hate, he's still in. He's still
I think
top 9, top 8.
Jordan and CJ Stroud.
You saw that in a vacuum.
Saw that in the playoff game.
You saw that in a vacuum.
Great playoff.
They both got playoff wins. I give them that. If that's the case, if you're using that slider, Dak is out of here.
I mean, but Dak, you see that.
So is this more so Jalen hate, or is this we don't really think he's a good quarterback?
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say, right? I think Jalen is a decent quarterback in winning games. I'm nervous because I don't know if it was the play calling or him, because them deep shots were uncalled for. He has no check down. He don't even look for a check down.
That's play calling.
We'll see.
Yeah, I still say
if he had the same season this year like he had last year,
yeah,
CJ and Jordan are definitely going to pass him.
Dude, we had. I'm saying we. That's how much of my allegiance to the team is. The Eagles had.
What ball you catch, dog?
I ain't catch a single out.
You in the tunnel or something.
Shit, and the way we played last year, I could have been. But just the debacle, like just the way we was trending downward the end of last season, everybody and their mama had us figured out.
Yeah,
me and you was sitting at home like, oh, here comes a sweep, here comes a draw, here comes a screenplay. We were that predictable. Now you add in a Kellen Moore, I
don't know why I'm so hyper on Kellen. What has he done to show you that he's a great play caller?
Well, it's not as much as what has he done. It's where we're coming from. Man, we had no checkdowns.
I don't know what Brian Johnson was trying to do.
We had no players in motion pre-snap. Nothing.
Very predictable.
It was just we line up, whatever we line up with is what you get. Flat out. So just coming from damn near the stone ages of football and showing anything that's modern or that may look like, oh, we gotta do some film work leading up to the game. Yeah. It's an improvement for me. And
I mean, I'm gonna keep it about with you right now. He's number 11 for me.
That's it.
Number 11.
Because you still haven't named 10. You probably got
Lamar,
7, 8.
Patrick, Josh, Justin, Joe.
Mm-hmm. And then you threw in
CJ, Jordan, Brock. That's hate. After that hate right there. But
it's your list. It's your list.
Aaron when healthy.
That's 9. Go ahead.
He might be number 10.
See where your hate takes you. just
I'm sorry.
Like, be for real.
No, this is some other hate off. This ain't no hate. These are things I was thinking about today and I'm going to say it. So, it's a topic heavy show. Everybody's so hype about Caitlin Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin Clark could be like, oh, she's going to be the Steph Curry, right? Mm-hmm. I'm old enough to remember there's a lot of cats in college that shot a lot. How are we just going to assume in pro she's going to be Steph Curry and maybe not Jimmer Fredette or JJ Redick?
Nah, her bag too deep just to lane just there. Mind you, like the record she beat stood for what? How many? 30, 40 years?
A lot of years. But
Yeah,
I mean, who else is going to shoot the ball in Iowa? That's not even, hey, name another player.
I'm about to say,
what's her coach name?
Her assist numbers ain't no chump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that team last year was nice. I'm not saying Caitlin's not going to be nice. I think she's going to be nice. But somebody did bring up she could be a Jimmer, was dropping 50 a game, 40 a game for BYU. JJ was going off at Duke.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people that shot really well, they get in the league, and they're good shooters. Jimmer didn't stay that long.
Okay. All right, well, Uno reverse card. When she goes pro, what's gonna be the crippling, I guess,
athleticism? Well, I think she has.
Okay.
But I don't know. I haven't seen it against
pro
talent. Like only reason why South Carolina lost them last year is because Raven couldn't shoot that well.
Mm-hmm.
They see South Carolina this year, the team they got,
and they got perimeter.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying? They couldn't beat LSU because too athletic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think she shoots well, but if I'm up on you, you got to get in your bag.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's other. I think
your shot.
Yeah, I think Juju can get her own shot.
Yeah.
You know, I think Lay can get her own shot. I think it's a lot. I think not Angel Reese, but the Morrow girl that played down low for LSU can get her own shot.
Yeah.
It's other women I see. Hodges from Notre Dame off the handle. The girl from Connecticut off the handle.
Bucket.
How many times, like what we seeing? Caitlin, and she playing the Big Ten. You know what I'm saying? Like Big Ten women's basketball conference ain't like SEC. You got to play South Carolina, Tennessee, Ole Miss. You know, Big 12. You got to play Texas girls. You know, a little bit. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that she's not gonna be good, but what's making her not? We're just assuming she's gonna be Steph. You gotta stop saying everybody's Steph too.
Yeah, you know that's mad disrespect. That's a lot of disrespect. But also, I think the difference could also factor in is that in women's basketball, it's not a lot of ISO basketball. Maybe she don't have to create her own shot. There's a lot of system fundamental in pro.
Pro they get active though.
You know, I'm not saying that they don't.
I mean, pro they got more ISO. It's more.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to create your own shot type deal.
Yeah.
But even the girl for the Liberty, that Inesco girl, she created her own shot.
Yeah.
Kelsey Plum get active.
But at the same time, I'm not just because, and if I'm really talking about it, just because Caitlin don't, you know, she don't dive into the paint, you know, lays at the board, she can still get a floaty off. A midi, to me, getting a midi off works just the same as getting to the paint.
It's all about when you get to the pros, are you athletic enough?
No, I got you.
That's. But we'll see. Tournament come up. We'll see.
Boy, put her in a pick and roll and then talk to me about it. Put Caitlin in a pick and roll and then talk.
She's a great shooter. She's a great shooter. I mean, you can't score that many points without being a great shooter. She was shooting.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? That was one of my takes, you know. Another take that I heard. I said, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. And JJ played a few seasons in the league. Like that's not a shot.
You know what I'm saying? It's a shot.
Yeah, it is a JJ.
But JJ not Steph Curry. So they're comparing to Steph Curry.
And that's the problem. That's the problem with our generation.
We didn't say she's gonna be JJ. Nobody said that. Nobody said she's like, she hit like Jimmer, and nobody's saying that. And Jimmer got active.
I'm about to say, you know, there's Reggie, there's Ray. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's Steph.
But at the same time, like, you ain't gonna discount her because just like there's only once, we probably only see a generational talent like Steph. Like I said, that record that Caitlin broke, mind you, that's men and women. I mean, it's substantial.
She got active. I think she's gonna be good. I'm just saying what some people are saying, and I can see their argument.
Not me.
Not me. Don't send that hate, mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I can see what some people are saying.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Another thing that I was actually thinking about is the NFC East.
Oh, you got a lot of Eagles. You got a lot of Eagles hate.
No, I'm just saying. I ain't saying Eagles.
Okay. I know. Let's play it out.
NFC East are overhyped division. just because they got the biggest fan base.
I'm about to say we got the biggest markets. You got folks in Cali, Nevada, Arizona, all, you know what I'm saying, still Cowboys fans. You know what I'm saying? When they say America,
and that's crazy how like the Cowboys is in the East and not the South. But they made it that way. They want to keep the originals together. But
no, you're right. I mean, they should restructure it because if that's the case, who am I thinking about? The Bills. Why is the Bills in the AFC? Was it the AFC?
Yeah, with the Dolphins.
You're right. Where you got instead you got like the Colts, Texans, Jaguars. They all kind of like Midwest to South. But just go ahead and
it don't make no sense.
Yeah.
But NFC East, I think it is overhyped. They get the most coverage because you got the New York team, the Philly team, the Dallas team.
Yeah.
And nobody cares about the Commanders, but
show love to the DC metro area, man. It moves a lot of needles, bro.
Really?
Nah.
Okay, I was about to say, but it's overhyped. Do you think so? Is the hype warranted every offseason? Every offseason, all we hear about is Eagles this, Cowboys this, Giants this, Commanders never.
Aha. Let me ask you this. Out of the NFC conference, who has more championships within their conference or within their like Super Bowl championships?
And
one, I could think of Eagles got one, Giants got 4.
Yeah.
They got 4. Cowboys got 5.
Commanders got
3.
Hey, I got the least amount of championships in that division.
Hey, brother. So I knew this some way was gonna lead back to Eagles 8.
Y'all talk too much. You might have that many championships.
But we also, was it 1, 2? We've been to 4 Super Bowls out of Super Bowl history. I mean, 1-1.
Nobody cares.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody cares.
But it just
we done been to 2. We've only been around since '95. What I say about y'all? Y'all been around since the 60s.
Lost both of them.
Y'all done been to 4 since y'all started in the
one.
NFL. We've been to 2.
Man, they ain't come here to hear this. So I'm just saying, as far as
y'all started in '65.
As far as playing winning football,
actually it's further back than that.
Winning football, the NFC East is
back when segregation was alive.
They do have a winning brand of football. We're doing a broadcast.
Y'all had separate bathrooms. Like, I started playing football.
We're doing a broadcast.
This is hate. You started it.
So
you tried to count. So we tried to count the Super Bowls against all.
It was 30. So I'm talking about just in one division.
And I'm a Ravens fan. We got 2.
You a what?
I'm a Ravens fan. Big trust. Woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Big one, more, not the little one. Pause. That was wild. That was wild. That was crazy.
Are you okay?
That was crazy.
Are you okay?
That was crazy. We back. We back. But now it's overhyped. We ain't got to answer it.
I'm trying to tell you my answer is that we always got playoff contenders. We always, I'm saying just within our division, we have 13 championships. That's off a rough count. So we do have a competitive brand of football. Now take that division and compares it to the South, West, and North.
Good divisions. I don't think y'all that much better than the NFC North.
We're not better than the NFC South?
Now, but during the NFC South, like 3 years ago, no.
But brother, we just picking needles out of a haystack. Then yeah, I mean,
are y'all better than NFC North?
NFC North? At this very moment?
Mm-hmm. No.
Lions, Packers.
Lions smack when they play.
Lions, Packers.
Yeah. Keep going.
Vikings.
Y'all better than the Bears. The Vikings get active even without a quarterback. I don't know how. What's that man, Kevin O'Connell? I don't know how he did it actually.
I'm about to say, and you take our 2 flagship teams right now, the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Smack.
That's an even
smack
division.
Smack.
That's an even division. That's hate.
Y'all play Lions right now. Y'all
I'm saying we're better than the NFC West.
Were y'all? Because I remember right. You want to talk about the season? I'm talking about this season. I'm talking about the future.
Because the Rams, Seahawks, Rams, Seahawks, and Niners.
Because y'all played the Seahawks and Niners. And the Cowboys played the Rams.
I think the Niners beat the Cowboys too.
Yep. They kicked their ass, actually.
Outside of the West.
You said I'm confident too, the NFC West. I'm like,
Yeah. And I also started thinking about it too.
So I said the names. Say their name.
Outside of the West, yeah, we got the North and the South packed up for sure. For sure.
Outside of the South, yes. The North is even.
Even.
The West might be the best conference in the NFC.
I say since if we count since 2010.
We're talking about Seattle, Rams, 49ers. Who else is in the division?
Niners, Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals.
And then the Cardinals. Nobody.
I'm saying since 2010, I definitely give the slider to the NFC West being the toughest division in that conference.
Yeah. Yeah, so, that's my little, off the wall, hot takes.
Have they been that dominant? I'm trying to think. The Niners been to the Super Bowl, just count since 2010, probably 3 times.
The Niners went in between when the Rams won. Didn't they?
The Rams win.
Who y'all beat?
What, last year?
Who did y'all beat for the Super Bowl? New England?
Yep. And then we
lost. After that, the Niners played, and then he overthrew Emmanuel.
Yep, that was the Chiefs.
And then the Rams.
Yep, and they won.
And then this year, the Niners won again.
They went and they lost to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah. NFC West might be nice.
You know what I'm saying? They go back for them. Seattle won.
Seattle won what, once?
Mm-hmm. Went twice.
And I remember that time when they went against the Bears.
They beat the Patriots. They lost to the Patriots. And they beat
the Bears?
Nah, the Bears ain't went since Indianapolis. They can't. The Bears in the NFC.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. Nobody cares about the Seahawks anymore. They got Sam Howell. That's your pick. That's your guy, right?
Hey, man. All right.
You
give him some help. You know what I'm saying? An O-line to protect him. That was. I hate saying this, so Paul, I'm gonna do a pause before I start. The Commanders was one of the most sacked teams.
God.
I hate that phrase.
Oh.
They did. They were one of the worst in the league at protecting the quarterback.
About to get us flagged, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So you go from that situation to a team that actually, has some stability along the offensive line and also has weapons.
Yeah.
And again, QB skills are always home. Those things are never, dead set perfect.
Yeah.
And, give us some time to continue to work on his craft. Really been in the league, 2 years?
Yeah, been in the league.
Yeah, come on, man. He got more than enough runway to be better. All right, hey, Sam, how we rocking, bro? I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right, you won't be my starting quarterback this year in fantasy. But I got you on my back. I got you on my bench, though. I got you.
Before I get any more, excuse me. Before I get any more of my takes, you got any? Let's talk a little free agency. What teams do you like besides the Steelers that had a good free agency?
I like the Titans. I like the Titans, bro. What you want me to say? I like the Titans. My thing is, I'm looking for a year 2 leap from Will Levis. If that happens,
the fact that you're looking for a year 2 leap from Will Levis just says a lot.
I'm not saying something crazy that hasn't happened. Now,
man put mayonnaise in his coffee. Can't trust that. You can't trust that.
What does that have to do?
Like, you go to your morning meetings, they got the coffee in the back.
Yo.
And you wondering why
my man. He said, yo, my man.
You passed the mail?
It's
crazy.
Nah, I got this. The sugar. Nah. Oh, you mean the creamer?
Get out of my room, bro. Go ahead, man. Say your take. I'm just saying. Don't trust no man to put mayonnaise in his coffee.
I look at just the offensive side of the ball, decent trio. When I'm saying people, just teams that got better. Teams that got better.
We talk about the Titans. Get the Titans. Talk about the Titans.
That's what I'm saying. I look at that collection of my boy Chig at tight end. You still got D-Hop. Still got Calvin Ridley. Now you get to move Treylon into the slot.
You overpay for Calvin Ridley?
You won't have to pay.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just like said like I know you're saying team, but like at the Calvin Ridley point, do you think they overpaid for Calvin Ridley? 3 years, 95.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
For somebody that really didn't do nothing last year.
That's a lot of money. Jacksonville didn't make the playoffs last year, did they?
Nope. And Zay and Christian Kirk were better receivers.
Yeah.
Go ahead with your point. I was going to say, like,
right, because you're killing my point. Right
I'm just saying, like, because they trash,
but you add in what Tony Pollard still got Tajay for that 1-2 punch.
It's the only reason why that's Pollard pickup.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not so much a grunt football team now. You actually got a legit passer back there now. So you can open up the offense more. It ain't just, ground and pound, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, working your offense through Derrick Henry. You now have more options, and we're playing more perimeter football, and we can add some more concepts into the offense. So when it comes down to who, I guess you could say the buzzword one free agency for me, I like what Tennessee did. I like the additions on offense. I don't have their any additions that they pulled up on or any additions they made on the defensive side of the ball right now. I had to look again. Can you look that up for me? For the Titans. See if they made any additions on defense.
Hold on.
But just until it's pulled up, just for right now, the offense for certainly got better. Just because you had more options. They
signed Kenneth Murray from the Chargers.
Yeah.
And your boy Wuzu, my African man.
And they got some
of these guys.
Chidobe, okay, he did numbers when he was with the Bengals last year. You know what I'm saying? So you
3 years, $36 million.
He did numbers. He did numbers for the Bengals last year. So again, you had some help. I think they still got my boy Caleb Farley out there. Hopefully, he turns into something here soon. It's still there. They still got some pieces missing, but hopefully the draft bears some fruit for them. But if I just say who won recently, I give it to the Titans. What about you?
I'm gonna say the Chiefs. Chiefs.
How do you win when you already won the Super Bowl?
Good. Exactly. You shouldn't be able to get better, but they did. They did everything they needed to do. They signed it. 9-day. They re-signed him. Defensive lineman. They got Drew, the linebacker. They re-signed him. They re-signed Chris Jones, which they had to do.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? Got L'Jarius Sneed on the franchise tag. Still trying to work out a deal with him.
Yeah.
And then you get Marquise Brown to go along to basically take Kadarius Toney. So now you just got better. You didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
That's that. What I'm saying, bro.
All right. So just to go back to the Titans for a second. So and to a few teams that's kind of making like these trio bunches of like their offensive weapons. You don't have to do that if you got a Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. You
don't have to overspend for weapons because you got somebody that's gonna make the team better. That's gonna make the offense better.
Yeah.
Since you don't have to overspend there because the difference between I'm pretty sure if Hollywood Brown comes in, ready to play, his numbers may not vary too much far from Calvin Ridley. Just because. And you pair him with a Rashee Rice going into year 2, and he already showed like he's pretty productive in year 1.
Yeah.
So you take a Hollywood Brown, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in at maybe like 8 to 1,100 yards next season with probably like 7 to 9 touchdowns. I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Just because you don't have to overspend for the big names because I know Patty gonna get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, they did what they had to do. The team that sucks. Talk about that. And sometimes this is like when you let a coach think he's the all-knowing. The Broncos, y'all, I'm sorry, Broncos fan, y'all got another Josh McDaniels. Y'all about to suck for a long time. Pause.
Hey, yo!
That was crazy. That was crazy. But y'all about to be trash. Y'all about to be trash. Oh, man, that was horrible.
A lifetime. Oh, my boy, you good?
Y'all about
y'all
about to be
bleak.
trash.
It's looking bleak.
Y'all basically let go of everybody, and you still got to pay Russell $38 million. You gave him away for nothing, all because the all-knowing Sean Payton, who only won one Super Bowl and had Drew Brees, is the greatest coach ever. Some people gotta find out the hard way. You know what I'm saying?
Before I get into a team that I just hated their additions, can I just add one more to make up for the Titans pickups?
Yeah.
I'm gonna add the Browns in there. I'm gonna add the Browns as a.
We're not doing hate. We're doing.
Yeah, I'm still on my congratulating the people that did pretty good this go around. You know,
they come for the hate. But no, I'm with you. The Browns had a good offseason.
You know, so starting with Jerry Jeudy. That was a great pickup, and you didn't overpay for that. So I think they traded him for a fifth.
How trash the damn Broncos is right there.
They traded him for a fifth and a sixth.
That's crazy. For Jerry Jeudy?
Yeah, 2024 fifth and sixth round pick. That's, it's garbage work. But at the same time, you still were able to bring in a Jameis Winston, as a backup role. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun.
That's my man getting on the side. I mean, stay hurt.
It's important. It's important. But you got to leave after the massage, though. And that's the problem. He sticks around.
Ever since he got that thing in his shoulder massage, my shoulder stay on.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that's a nasty,
They got DTR, too. DTR showed he can play.
Again, I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but I thought he was a quality candidate, a trade candidate for the Falcons. I think there's potential with DTR.
Nah, the Kirk got folded.
Man, up to 30. I put 40 on him. Shout out to Big Kirk.
Shout out to Big Kirk getting paid, yo. Man, nobody stop Kirk from the bag.
Nobody keep a bag.
That's how I want to be when I grow up.
Keep a bag, Kirk. That's his name. But
that man got 40, man. Forget 30.
I love the Browns pickups. As far as a team, I'm not too. I guess I'm not too.
I'm trash. Say it like it is. I'm trash.
I probably have to go with the Jaguars.
What? I like the Jaguars.
The Jaguars. I mean, nothing really moves the needle for me. Biggest pickup was probably what? Gabe Davis.
It's a good
and
pickup.
You know how I feel about that, bro? It's like I see Gabe, I see Christian Kirk, and who's it? Marvin Jones out there.
You pick up Eric Armstead.
That's probably the silver lining in this offseason.
You go get a Darnell Savage. Help that cornerback.
You had an Andre Sisco. That was a Rashawn. They was making up for Rashawn Jenkins.
Yeah. Then you get a Ronald Darby to be a good veteran.
Tell them how you feel about Ronald. Tell them how you feel about Ronald Darby, bro.
Good bet.
Shut up, man. So again, going back to Gabe Davis and Christian Kirk. Mm-hmm. I see three guys that do the same thing, bro.
But that's the new style of football, right?
It's a very what you talking about in comparison to like a Miami Dolphins?
The Chiefs don't really got no like big possession X receiver.
He got Kelsey. And even though he don't play on the boundary, even though he does from time to time, even though he don't play at the boundary, you still have your go-to guy.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think they about to do quick game then. Like all down the field, like run the ball. I think they can run the ball. They signed all the offensive linemen back.
Right. Ask McDaniels out in Miami how that works out for you. That's rhythm offense. Ask him how that works out for you when you try to go timing offense or tempo offense.
I think Marvin Jones is an X. That can get you by. So he's not even get another receiver.
For sure.
Like who?
For sure. Where do they pick out? Where do they pick? Let's see. Not Keon. Let me think. You got. Let's start with who won't be there. Marvin Harrison, Malik, Romeo Dunze. Can't think of nobody that probably would.
I think they can make it work with Gabe, Christian, and Marvin if you get a tight end. They got a tight end though.
Okay. Who? Remind me.
I don't know his name, but he was pretty decent last year. And I can't think of a big dude. He was pretty decent last year.
All right, so let's say they copy the Chiefs model and they get somebody like a Brock Bowers. They get somebody like a Brock Bowers who is a dog through and through.
Mm-hmm.
You get a cat like Brock Bowers, I might look at it differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that way your offense kind of goes from between the hashes. You kind of work from between the hashes to the perimeter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Work inside out. But if you kind of framing your offense that way, for sure, it can work. But it still is nothing there, just free agency wise, that moves the needle. And then of course the Mac Jones trade.
I think that says a lot about Trevor Lawrence more than it says about Mac Jones. I think some confidence is wavering on Trevor Lawrence in that move.
Well, let me ask you this then, because we got the Kenny Pickett trade to Philly. You got the Sam Howell trade to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
And I might be forgetting a few, so help me out. Justin Fields to the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
You got, and I can't remember anyone at this time, but so now Mac Jones to the Jaguars. Each four of these names I just mentioned were starters last year. You know, so do you think? Hold on real quick. So do you think maybe the quarterback play is just trash around the league, to where just as easy we can look at a starter and say, no, that guy should have been a backup? Or you think Trevor Lawrence just fell off?
I think that confidence is wavering in them team starters. Besides, with y'all, the Eagles and the Steelers know what they want to do with Russell.
Mm-hmm. They got a plan.
I think Mac is there in case the confidence goes away from Trevor.
Sunshine?
I mean, like, have you seen him play though? Like, he's not really like took that step. Like, you didn't let Jordan Love come in here and kind of surpass you.
Yeah, but Jordan Love also sat.
Exactly, but you done played for 3 years, and so you got the talent. But Jordan Love came and passed. CJ Stroud came in the league and is competing to be the best quarterback in that division. Yeah, if your boy Anthony Richardson come up in here and outplay you, now it's like, damn, we gave my first pick for Trevor.
Hold on, that's apples and oranges. Let me slow you down for a second. So CJ Stroud, that's very rare that happens, just because of the names we just talked about.
Yeah.
You know, those all of those were some guys that probably came in day one and had the reins passed to them. So being that they did have the reins passed to them so early on in their career, they probably created some bad habits that they're still relearning how to get rid of.
I think Trevor didn't take the step that a lot of people expected him to take last year.
Yeah. And that's fair. Oh, I think the guy you were thinking of was Evan Ingram.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it's tight. It just can't him. But
I think that's like I'm saying. I don't think they took that next step like they was supposed. I don't think he showed enough to people to say like, hey, I'm getting up there in that mid-tier elite status quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, I'll take Brock over Trevor Lawrence.
You like you some Brock Purdy.
Wins. You said it's all about wins.
You like you some Brock Purdy, boy.
Brock. I would take Brock over.
Trevor. So Trevor is a game manager.
A lot of these dudes are game managers.
Which goes back to my first question.
But that's what I'm saying. You didn't draft.
You didn't draft him to be a game
manager. You didn't take no one pick to be no game manager.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm saying. It goes back to my main point. Is the quarterback play just that insufficient?
Define insufficient.
where
I think
where you see more game managers as opposed to game changers.
I think it's always been a lot of game managers more than game changers.
Well, you talking about like in the history of the NFL?
Yeah, like period. Most of these guys are game managers, right? I think it's not quarterback plays down the trash as much as offensive coaches suck. They try to make a scheme and say, I'm going to do this scheme no matter what, instead of looking at what your quarterback can do and going from there. That's the problem with the league. Because you like I said all the time, I want to get the man's name right one day. The guy for the Colts that was y'all OC showed me he can really coach. Yeah. My man went with a Anthony Richardson
coming into the season,
and got hurt and had to go to a Gardner Minshew scheme. Two totally different quarterbacks, and still almost made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell went from a Kirk Cousins scheme to your boy, and still almost won, and still almost made the playoffs. Some guy like you saw how your boy Sean McVay. It was his best coaching season. That team was not built.
Nah, at all.
But so now it's like, do we have coaches in there that's adapting to what players can do well? Like, you know what I'm saying, EB. I mean, shout out to EB, UCLA with Deshaun Foster. Watch out for them. But EB with Sam Howell. It wasn't his fault why the Commanders were trash. It was the team that they built was trash.
Right.
Kyle Shanahan does Brock Purdy shrimps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then you got jokers like Eberflus and his offensive coordinator want to make Justin Fields but Jordan Love, but he's not that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not a statue quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think the offensive play calling is that bad, bro. It's that bad, bro. It's that bad.
I'll say it.
And you're starting to see who can really coach. Because y'all didn't make no adjustments. That's how I know y'all was missing y'all OC.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't make adjustments throughout the season. Yeah, y'all came in basically copy and paste game plan, which is crazy.
Every week. Like, nah, we already put this on film. Let's do it again.
Same thing with that whole division. Same thing with the only person I saw that was trying to make changes in the NFC East was Dayball. He just ain't got the players.
Yeah.
But you could tell he was doing stuff. The Cowboys and them, they did the same thing every week.
Right.
Y'all did the same thing every week.
But at least going from Daniel Jones to
Tyrod,
and I forgot DeVito that had the city.
Danny DeVito, I think he got
but was it Tommy DeVito?
Something like that.
Yeah, but at least you can see
his name right. We're not connected.
No
disrespect.
Respect. That boy from the Jersey.
You saw his nation.
Yeah, he from like the Sopranos. But you're absolutely right. To where they, those are 3 different game plans for all those quarterbacks. But I could lean his hand to something. That game managers are probably more valued than an actual game changer.
It ain't like game changers ain't easy to come by. Like Lamar, Josh, Patrick are probably only game changers, and Joe. All your game changers. Jokers that they like Josh Allen this year, put his team on his back and took them into the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes put that team on his back with all the drops and everything, won a Super Bowl. Lamar put that team on his back, did his thing.
Yep.
Joe done been to a Super Bowl by putting that team on his back. That was a lot. I mean, people understand how bad the offensive line he took the Super Bowl was. They were horrible. That's why he's banged up now.
Yeah. It's nasty work.
But there ain't many. And being a game manager, I think Dak is a high-level game manager.
I was about to say.
Because Dak can take over a game every once in a while, too.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can't really put him in that game changer conversation because the wins ain't there in the postseason. But
a lot of Dak hate, but Dak
can play, and I'm one of those Dak haters too. But
because when he played, who was that Sunday night game? When he was basically almost won that game by himself.
Was that Miami game?
Yeah, he was going off. like Dak is a high level game manager. Like can win your game by itself with his arm sometimes.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Brock them in the Super Bowl. I think Jalen with Saquon, which I'm hoping, I think y'all are hoping to have Saquon do is to make Jalen a game, one more of a game manager. Don't lose the game for us. Let's play defense, let's run this football, make the throws that's there.
Yeah.
And don't lose it for us.
Take most of the decision
it's not
out of his hands.
Yeah, it's not like how the Bills look at Josh Allen, like, all right, here you go, big fella.
Because we also putting you out there with well, I ain't gonna say with trash because just the personnel.
So hate off.
Nah, but I'm and just with the personnel they putting out there is saying, hey, we rounding up 12, 13 personnel saying, hey.
They got better when they ran the football, though.
You know what I'm saying? But is that because we coming out in heavy, packages?
It was Kate Dorsey.
But I'm saying we're gonna run the football and we ain't gonna limit you on running the football neither. We ain't gonna make you a statue quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So
we ain't Lamar out there. Lamar changes the game.
Exactly.
Joe with his arm. Sometimes Joe is so smooth. I don't think people realize how good Joe Burrow is. Because he makes it look so.
But they try to put him. They try to like marginalize him, or let me just not marginalize, but they try to put him in that Justin Herbert tier, where it's like right underneath those top three.
Joe is 1, 2, 3. The ball is gone.
Yeah,
the perfect spot.
Yeah,
accuracy. Now don't get me wrong, Justin Herbert. I hope that now that Jim is there and they maybe run the ball a little bit better. Got a better scheme. You know how I felt about Brandon Staley. He was trash.
Idiot.
Like Justin Herbert arm talent is out this world. I think Aaron, Justin, Jordan Love have some of the best arm talent in the NFL. When I say arm talent, can make a throw from any and Patrick. Patrick just implied.
Yeah.
I think that arm talent that they have, man, like you can't. Everybody can't
replicate that. Yeah, can't replicate that. But no, that's a good take. I really look at it from a game manager versus game changer perspective, and why they could be valued. As we just seen last year, you can definitely have a game manager take you to the chip. And
Pittsburgh came with a Super Bowl and Russell the game manager. They can definitely win a Super Bowl with that defense and them running backs. They get them a couple, get another receiver. They can go to a Super Bowl with Russell. And what Mike Tomlin is going to have motivated, that scheme they're going to have up, and how they're going to be well coached.
Yeah, I don't think that defense is that dominant just yet.
They carried them to the playoffs last year.
But I'm saying, I think Russell.
They got superstars.
But I think Russell will still have to be one of those Dak Prescott campaigns where he's like a elite game manager.
You don't think that
you have to play an elite game manager?
You don't think Najee can lead the league in rushing?
No.
You don't think Najee will have more space?
No. No. I don't have no belief. You got any 1,000-yard season on his books?
How could he? He had a Ben Roethlisberger that couldn't throw.
Yeah. He had like
he had Kenny Pickett. So nobody was scared. Nobody throwing. Now if you got a field to throw, he had some big games where Jokers had 10, 12 in the box. He couldn't have no. You know what I'm saying? Not 12. Only 12. 11 in the field. But you get what I'm saying.
Hey, that boy ran up and saw it. Hey, if you see 10 in the box, hey, and your quarterback still don't audible, that's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like all them guys is, I think now you get another receiver. Their defense has stars on each of you. Got the defensive tackle and you got Wyatt. Mm-hmm. You add Patrick Queen. Then you got Minka back there. You got
JPJ on one side,
Dante
on the other
side. Dante on the other side. You got a defense that can hold their own, but you got to have them in that division. That division is tough. But I just think game managers got to be frowned upon. There's only 4 game changers in my eyes. The rest of them, game managers. When everything, they don't lose you the game, but they ain't going to win you with so many either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I don't want to be disrespectful and calling them game managers because, like we said, there's a difference between an elite game manager and just a
game manager is a bad term because people make it a bad term.
Yeah. But I think there still should be a term for like maybe they're not the guys like the top 4 we already talked about. Maybe they're not those guys, but they're not like scum neither.
No, I'm not saying that.
Or
they're trash. You know, I said they trash.
Yeah.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Let's just say they're elite. They elite at what they do.
Elite's a strong word.
Yeah, but I mean they're not the guys neither. Anyway, it's semantics.
It's semantics, but nah, it's still good quarterbacks. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, before we, wrap it up, a couple of things I want to talk about some other sports podcast news. Ain't nobody been watching. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't been watching, you haven't been. I know you watched it as kids, but this WWE storyline going to WrestleMania
Bloodline
is lit. It's lit. Like with Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, The Rock. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on and off with the wrestling a little bit. I still watch it. But it's giving adult soap opera with action. And it's lit. Okay? Like, yes, scripted endings. But like I tell everybody, you can't script nobody jumping off a ladder to a table. I don't care if the tables are made to be broken. He still jumped off the freaking 10-foot ladder. Like, it's fake. You see that fool jump off the guy? Yeah, like I see Jeff Hardy jump off and stuff.
And then a head dive. A
you know what I'm saying?
Swan bomb.
Yeah, the endings are scripted, but them guys really be, and women be really going after it. Yeah. Got my girl Bianca Belair. You know what I'm saying?
Slow.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. We're not doing that right now.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Montez. I watched they got like a show. So I like that they got it because they got like a show like The Miz had with his wife.
Oh, it's like a love and wrestling type of
thing?
Okay.
So now it's like following Bianca and Montez. Hey man, but we up. We up, bro.
You love to see it.
You know what I'm saying? We up. That's a great show. It's funny. It's funny. You should watch it. Y'all think you would like it.
I'll tune in.
You know what I'm saying? You watch all the other stupid stuff.
I mean, I'll tune in.
For my
own particular reasons, but I'm tuning in.
That's crazy. What else is coming up? Olympics is this summer, so that means what that means. The U.S. trials are coming up, and if you have, I know people like the Olympics, but the track and field U.S. trials to make the team, boy, you gotta run to get on the team.
Yeah.
If you ain't like track, let me say this right now. Let me say this. I think, and you can agree, disagree. Track and field is the most intense sport there is. Like, far as nerves, everything. And while I say it's the most intense and nerve-wracking sport, football, I mess up, I got to put it down.
I was about to say.
Basketball, I got a whole game.
No, you got.
You got this time. You train.
Yeah.
Because let's think about it. I know they go pro in the Diamond League and all that, but you got right now to make the Olympics and go for a medal.
Yeah, because if you
train 4 years.
Talking about like say if you trying to make it and the 100, you got 10 seconds, and you got one try or one
you got
make it.
But you got 3 heats.
You got a couple heats to
make the final.
But those
the top 3 make it.
Yeah, but I'm saying in those heats, you are looking. That is being played out in a matter of 10 seconds.
Yep.
Your career, your life, your life as you know it is based in 10 seconds.
You got 4. You got okay. Don't come around again until another 4 years.
I mean,
and that's all Olympic sports, not even just track and field.
Yeah.
You got your wrestlers, your boxers, your judo, archery, all these Olympic sports. I give it to them.
Jump
all them. Like you got
shot put.
This is your time. This is what you built up for 4 years to be considered the best in the world.
But in terms of the Olympics, absolutely. I don't want to take nothing from them for those track and field guys and girls that be on the track, year round. Going to the.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I get that part. But we all know what track and field is. If you're a pro, you know where you want to be.
Right.
You want to be on the Olympic team.
Yeah.
Any country's Olympic team. You want to represent your country at the Olympics, and that's what it is. And then to go on and win gold, like it's a big thing, man. Olympics this summer, big thing. You got any sports things you want to holler out before we get up out of here?
Think just not too much. Just really excited about where this March Madness is heading.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna be tuning back in next week with the live.
Yeah, be there.
Stop by because this is gonna be around Sweet 16.
Sweet 16,
and we will be right here with you. So please comment. My boy Nino will be there.
Yeah,
Nino will be there. Give it up.
And all his
Nino will be there. Hopefully you guys will be there. But please tap in with us. Please comment. We gonna let all of it fly in real time. The comments, the jokes, the critiques, all of it. We're gonna be right there giving you damn near play by play.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's gonna be a good time at the live. So good episode this week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see y'all next week at the live. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, all the social media platforms. I drew a blank, my fault. To see what time the live is going to be, I'll put out flyers. We'll put out some flyers, letting you know when it's going to be, when we're going to go live. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with us.
Please do.
Get in the chat, talk it up. We'll answer questions. You know what I'm saying? It's a good watch party. You know what I'm saying? Having a good time during the women's basketball tournament. And don't forget, you can get our episodes on any platform. Go listen to past episodes. All listed, all up on our podcast platforms or any platform. Check out our YouTube channel with all the videos and all the episodes up with great content, because this is IDK Sports, and we give you great content from the average guy's perspective. Like always, my name is Anthony. Follow me at Anthony Great on Instagram. Follow my man Kenny on Finessing the Gram. Follow us on IDK Sports Pod 23 on Instagram. Follow YouTube page, like, subscribe, share, tell people about it, comment, let us know how we're doing. And know what I'm saying? Until next time, I'll holler at you.
Later.